I heard the chandelier before I heard her voice. A soft, trembling ring above the table, right as my mother leaned in and said, "We're only inviting you out of pity, so don't stay long." Fourth paused. My sister smirked. My brother kept swirling his scotch, like the words were meant for someone else. My cheeks warmed, but my hand stayed steady. As I lifted my glass, I smiled, took a sip and stood. No one stopped me. No one looked up, but 2 weeks later, they all would. Before I continue, I need to know if someone out there has heard like these before. If you have, follow me, because it didn't end the way they expected. Hello, I'm Lotus. When I was young, Lake Marlow was the only place I felt real. My grandfather took me to the dock before sunrise. The lake silver and waiting. He placed a warm fishing rod in my hands while the air smelled of wet pine. At night, we sat by the fire with sticky marshmallow fingers beside the cedar chest that held the deed. He always called ours. One day this will be yours to protect. He told me I held those words like a promise. But after he died, everything changed. My parents folded the cabin into what they called the family place, even though the title was in my name. Trips were planned without me. Photos appeared in frames around the house. My brother posing like he caught the biggest fish. My sister in a blanket on the porch. My parents smiling like they built the place. I wasn't in a single picture. Attention to my family wasn't shared. It was assigned. My brother was the golden child. My sister was adored. I was the extra hands. When I made honor roll, no one came. When I worked 2 jobs for community college, my mother used me as a warning. Make better choices than Lotus. It wasn't loud cruelty, it was slow, steady rewriting. The night they forgot to set a place for me at dinner. The birthday only my grandfather remembered. The day a teacher announced I won a scholarship. And my parents said we didn't know she applied. One summer they planned another cabin trip. I said quietly, I'd like to come too. My mother didn't look up. All the rooms are taken. Maybe next year. My brother snorted. My sister kept scrolling. No one noticed. When I set the groceries down and walked away, that day I learned the silence they expected from me. And how to survive inside it. 2 nights after the party, my phone lit up. The family group chat buzzed with plans for the annual cabin trip. They discussed groceries, rooms, grill photos, matching shirts. My name wasn't mentioned, not as a guest. Not as a thought. Then I saw it. All the bedrooms are taken. Lotus doesn't really come anyway. We'll use her key if she forgets to drop off her key, as if I didn't own the place. A bank email appeared. A joint account I didn't remember agreeing to. My name beside my mother's property tax. Auto pay linked to me. Payments I didn't authorize. I set the phone down. The buzzing, rattling, like something begging to be heard. The next morning, before my alarm, I made coffee and opened a fresh notebook page. 3 simple lines: sell the cabin. Close joint accounts. Call lawyer. A plan built from silence. I pulled out the deed from my grandfather's envelope, the paper still smelling like cedar. At 7:00 a.m. I called Dan. I need to sell the cabin. The shift in his voice told me everything. He understood. I scanned the deed. Check the accounts, close what wasn't mine, remove my name from what they'd used. Each click sounded like quiet dominoes falling. By noon, 4 accounts were closed, 3 removed, every autopay disabled. My sister texted. My mother called. I ignored them. The silence wasn't empty anymore. It was controlled. 2 weeks passed quietly. Then Dan messaged. Offer came in cash. Buyer closing soon. By noon, the cabin was gone. My sister exploded in the group chat. Who changed the lock code? Mom's freaking out. Lotus, what did you do? My mother left voicemails, angry, confused, then scared. My brother demanded answers. I ignore them all. Then a thud at my door. The buzzer. It's Dad. Open up. He entered the apartment, stiff breath heavy. Is it true? Did you sell the cabin? Yes. You closed the accounts. Remove your name? Yes. He exhaled shakily. Do you understand what you've done? Completely. His posture shifted, the balance tilting. I slid Dan's letter toward him. A lawyer's letter is on its way. You should read it. He didn't yell. He didn't argue. He just left. For the first time in my life, the silence he left behind belonged to me, not to them. The next morning felt brighter than it should have. Sunlight warmed the table, where the last of the paperwork sat. The coffee maker hummed softly. My phone buzzed. Mom wants to apologize. Can we talk? We didn't know things were this bad. I didn't answer. I sat by the window, mug warm in my hands, watching the city move steady. Ordinary alive. The folder was closed, the cabin sold, the accounts cleared, the legal wheels already turning. For the first time, I wasn't caught between resentment and obligation. I felt still grounded, a memory surfaced. The lake at dusk, the water copper. My grandfather's voice sang, "Protect what's yours," and I finally understood. Protecting something doesn't always mean keeping it. Sometimes it means letting go of the place where you no longer belong. The silence in the room wasn't their silence anymore. It was mine. I didn't cut them off. I just stopped signing my name under their chaos. Some endings don't slam shut. They settle softly, like a door closing on its own. If you've been through something like this, let your voice be heard. Your story might remind someone else to choose themselves.